Welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're showing off a couple of the Adeptus Custodes, Caladius Grav-tanks, and we've got the Annihilator and the standard one as well. What we did here is we've got both options available for both of them, and just wanted to kind of show off like some of the special modifications and benefits of doing your models this way. I've done quite a few of these in the past, and overall this is by far the best way to do them. Obviously, if you can get a hold of the extra turrets, that's the way to go. So you can essentially run the tanks as either or both. But in this case, the key things that I wanted to show off here is how we magnetize them. Went ahead and put magnets in the bottom of the turret, and then put that same magnet as well, corresponding inside of the actual turret itself. Just make sure it's centered and everything is set up correctly. But then when we place the turret on here, we get a nice solid movement, and then it stays where you want it to after you move it in place. As where typically with these ones, they tend to like rock around and kind of like flop around all over the place. And then also on the bottom, what we do is we glue the clear piece into the bottom for the flight stand, and then drill out the center of it and put two of our large magnets in here as well. And then we take the piece that is mounted to the base. In this case, we did our ruined temple style bases, which we do like quite a few tutorials on how to create those as well. But these are like some custom bases that we made. And then underneath it is the center portion, the piece of resin that comes with it, that normally the clear piece would glue onto. So you'd normally have the clear piece glued onto the base, and then you would set the tank on top of it. Well, in this instance, we drill that out as well once we install it, and then put a couple magnets down in there. So now you have the ability to not only remove the turret and then remove the tank from the base for easy transport, but when you pick it up and move it, the base stays attached to the tank. So you don't have to worry about it falling, because normally like you'll go to move these things and the tank itself will like move, and then the base will stay, and then every time you move it, they're like falling apart. And it just makes it a little more friendly in game terms. And then it also gives like, you can actually get like the full-on like hover effect. When I tilt it, you can't quite see as well, but like the front bits will be like off the ground, and then again in the rear you have like the full-on like hovering effect and everything in the way that these are designed. So it gives you all the options you could possibly ask for. Obviously being able to switch between the two tanks, not only that, but also being able to move them, magnetize them, safe transport, all that good stuff. And basically just a simple conversion you can do. Costs almost nothing to add a couple magnets on. The bases are very cheap, especially if you do like a bunch of them, like a whole army's worth. And when it's all said and done, you end up with some pretty awesome tanks that are much less likely to break when you transport them, much more functional in game terms. And obviously the paint jobs come out awesome as well. These ones are for our typical like white and blue style paint job using Games Workshop contrast paints primarily. We do like the blue, the white, and then now the tesseract glow, as well as one of the technicals, but acts a lot like a contrast paint. So definitely very happy overall with that line of paints. If you're unsure about the contrast paints, I highly recommend that you check them out, especially if you're trying to do white, as typically white is a problem color, especially in Games Workshop's color line. But if you use these contrast paints, turns white into an absolute breeze. If you base coat and prime your models white first, and then go over them with a nice thick layer of the contrast paint, and then go back and sort of clean it up wherever necessary. So if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Definitely doing more content and various videos for Warhammer 40,000, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, all that good stuff, Warcry, unboxings, reviews, reveals, showing off conversions, how-to videos, and whatnot. So if you're interested in any kind of stuff like that, as well as seeing our finished commissions, please like and subscribe and share this video with your buddies who might be interested as well. So there we have it, guys. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and for the Emperor!